Kradek, the alien diplomat, seemed confused. You are an author, but you don't write about our universe? I mean, that's one way to put it, Phil said. I write fiction. That word didn't translate. Fiction? Kardec said. Fiction. Non-factual writing, the opposite of non-fiction. I tell stories about things that don't exist, at least not in physical reality, Phil said, trying to explain. So, where do these things exist then? What is the use of these stories if they are not real? The diplomat asked. They seemed thoroughly perplexed. Oh, first of all, the stories are real. The things within the stories are the things that don't exist. As for a use, you can use fiction to convey feelings, entertain, or impart a moral lesson. You can inspire or depress. It's rather satisfying, Phil explained. I cannot comprehend this. Can you tell a story as an example? Kradek asked, leaning forward in their seat. Of course. A king with a special sword. A round table of ancient warriors. A strange old man capable of impossible feats, called magic. The words flowed, and Kradek seemed even more confused. Until they didn't. What was that? Kradek asked, their voice quiet. That was the tale of King Arthur and the Round Table. None of those people I described ever lived in the way I told. Merlin, the wizard, could not have existed. Magic, of course, doesn't exist. But the story I told about them was real, right? You were able to imagine it as Arthur pulled Excalibur from the lake. Yet the lake never existed, and neither did Excalibur. Neither did the sword and the stone. You create a world in your mind. You write down its details and how it works, even if it cannot exist. And then you tell a story in it? You imbue the meanings on the page with the imagining that you have already done. Kradek deduced. Yes, some stories require more thought than others. Some can be thought of in a few hours or a few minutes. Some stories are built from the ground up and take years to come to fruition, Phil explained. We have no word for this practice. To store imagination within words and then have that imagination be comprehensible to the reader? How many humans can do this feat? Nearly every human. Few become writers, but we have always told stories. Myths and legends were told to explain nature before science. Tales were told to teach children moral values like honesty and kindness. What is this practice called? Kradek asked. Generally, it's called world building. Those who practice it are world builders.